fellow creator, rapper, extraordinaire, bro. Flawd. Shout out to Flawd. I've had a couple of opportunities to do what I'm fixing to do, and I either forgot about it or it just, it slipped my mind or ended up not having time to do it. But I've aimed to get to reacting to this song called Grateful. I talked with Flawd a while back ago and was like, "Hey man, I think I want to react on one of your songs." And it was a different one. It was a diss to Upchurch, and I was just intrigued by it, just to hear what a fellow content creator would say on that. But he's a good rapper, at least on that record. And from what I've heard from him in Instagram reels and stuff like that, dude can spit. So I asked him, I was like, "Man, what if you could pick any song of yours to be reacted to, what would you pick?" And he said Grateful. So I'm excited to get into this. And because I kept forgetting about it, one of my members in our Discord, shout out to French, bro, was just like, "Hey, you should do this one." And I had totally forgot about it. It totally slipped my mind. So I'm glad he said that. And literally he just said this like 3 minutes ago. And I was thinking to myself, what do I do today? So let's do it, man. Let's get into this. This is Grateful by Flawd. And if you are new to the channel, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for me. It just helps propel the channel. It helps it grow. And you're literally helping me accomplish my dreams by just hitting that like button and that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. Let's get into this.
And I get down on my knees and thank God for giving me the day. Promise it won't be a waste, no. Ain't God sick of being fake? God is giving me a way. Consequence of being grateful.
Oh, this is hard.
It was deep in my soul. Now it's hard to feel sad when I'm reaching my goals. And I'll let you finish. Wait, I'ma make them hear me say I'm there at the VMA show. It's a blessing.
Oh, this is hard. I like the cadence, and I wasn't expecting it to go that way. Whenever I heard the oohs, I was thinking to myself that we were going to go into honestly, almost when you hear the oohs like that, you're thinking to yourself, you're about to go into real deep territory, maybe even a little bit of sad boy territory, which I'm a fan of, by the way. But he took it in a different direction, almost like a Kid Cudi like direction, where it's like, I'm going to talk about some real ish, but I'm going to do it in a happier tone. So I think that this is fire so far. I love the hook. Super dope.
I hated to wake up. I'm out of depression. Look at what faith does. Learning my lesson. Youth of the nation. Now I'm accepting the truth I'm ashamed of.
I don't want to pass over that. Look what faith does, bro. Listen, who was it? I want to say it's Bizzle. Bizzle said something a long time ago on one of his records where he was like, hand your life over to God and watch what he does with it. It's really that simplistic. Like, if you quit trying to be in control, because we all know where our control gets us. Ultimately, no matter who you are, your control is going to get you. That's what the enemy wants. And if you believe in God, you got to believe in an opposing viewpoint, right? Like, if you believe in God, you have to believe in a spiritual entity that would be the dark version of him, right? And I think that our will and drive as men, we ultimately want to be in control. That's where the term control freak comes from. We want to be in control. That's who we are in this world. But God says, not because you earned it or not because you deserved it. God says, give that to me. Give your life to me. Surrender. And I'm so glad that I did that. I did that 12 years ago, and it's literally transformed me from the inside out, and it has transformed my life from the inside out. So much so to the point where people can't even imagine the old me. So I'm grateful, no pun intended, that Flawd has found that as well, at least seemingly so. And just dope delivery here. Dope delivery. This is a good song so far. I like it.
Now I'm accepting the truth I'm ashamed of. Know my purpose, but no one is perfect. Been to the bottom, know what cause he can interpret. Looking for Jesus, you need to keep searching. It's a bit deeper than deacons and sermons.
Oh, this is going, bro. This is dope. I like this, and I like what he's saying here. Look for Jesus, man. Listen, sometimes I didn't find Jesus in church. I'm very close to Jesus. I have my own personal relationship with Jesus. I love Jesus, and I do go to church. But I didn't find Jesus in the church. I didn't understand before Jesus, and that's the thing that I tell people that are Christians, to have patience with the people that are not, because they're ignorant to it. And that's not a diss. It's just you're ignorant to what it is. But yeah, like I'm sitting in church, like, why are y'all giving money? What? Now I understand it. You know what I mean? Because I have that personal tie. I have that relationship. I tithe. And it blesses my life in ways that I can't even begin to explain. I don't know what I would be without tithing. But before I knew Jesus, that looked super sus, bro. It was super sus. I even know some people that know Jesus that still think it's sus. The way that I see it is the way that I see it is that's God's money God gave to me. And to be a good steward with it, I need to pay back what he asked me to pay back. And by doing so, I don't look at it as, I'm giving the church this money or I'm giving the preacher this money. I look at it as I'm giving God back this money. But you have to have the type of church home that you can trust. You shouldn't just throw your money anywhere. Like if you're not a member of a church, you shouldn't throw them the money. And it is one of the only places in the Bible, not to go on like a tithing tear here, but it is one of the only places in the Bible where God is like, if you do this, I will bless you. Not I will. Blessings will rain down on you from the heavens. And if you can trust in that, that's part of giving it up to him. Either way, man, I'm getting off on a tangent here, but I understand, like, it looks sus in the beginning because you don't know Jesus yet, so you don't understand, like, and it looks on surface level like you're just giving money over to the church, and pastors, a lot of places, like my pastor drives like a 3 or 4 or 5-year-old Impala, you know what I mean? Whereas a lot of pastors are driving Denali's, and hey, to each their own. I think that pastors should get paid. I think that pastors should get paid for what they do. I mean, if you do your job to excellence, I think you should get paid well. You know what I mean? But also with humility. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Even a serpent, Egypt and servants. Know when you seek, just lead with discernment. See that the earth is evil and burning. People are hurting. He is returning.
I love it. I love it, Flawd. I love this. Just know that serpent that caused all of this havoc, well, we ultimately caused it, but the serpent that sold us on this havoc, the serpent that sold us on our free will going in a direction of evil, is the reason why the world is burning. But he will return. He will come back, and he will save us, and he will. Oh man, I get emotional even thinking about it, how amazing that day would be. I do. I get emotional about it because there's an emotional pull on all of us. I think that's like, I don't even know if I'm ready yet. You know what I mean? Not in terms of you don't know where you're going, in terms of like my babies are 12 and 7. I'm living life. I'm loving life, and God has blessed me with this beautiful life. But what I continuously remind myself when my mind starts going in that direction is that God is the one that ultimately blessed me in this way. And what's in eternity and what's in store for eternity is way greater and it's unfathomable greatness. So the minute that he returns, we're not going to have any weight that we're holding on to. You know what I'm saying? So I trust in that. And I think I can't wait. I can't wait. And I get emotional even thinking about it. No more pain, no more stressing about bills, no more worldly issues. Just you, your maker, in spiritual paradise. And then one day we'll even come back here, be reunited with our bodies, and we'll walk the new earth, which I'm also super excited about. It's eternity, man. Forever. And for those of you out there that wonder, like, why would an all-loving God that loves us in the way that he says he loves us allow such bad things to happen? I got to tell you guys, it's our fault, because he loved us enough to give us free will. As much as I love my children, I don't want my children to be robotic. I don't want them to obey me without the choice to obey me. I don't want them to love me without the choice to love me. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what we want, right? Even as parents. And we can't even begin to fathom the mind of the creator of the universe. This is a great song, man. I wasn't expecting it to go this route. This is great.
And I get down on my knees and thank God for giving me the day. Promise it won't be a waste, no. Ain't God sick of being fake? God is giving me a way. Consequence of being grateful.
Hey.
Her bed, it was deep in my soul. Now it's hard to feel sad when I'm reaching my goals. And I'll let you finish, wait. I'ma make them hear me say I'm there at the VMA show.
That's a crazy dope hook, by the way. That hook is ill. That hook is ill. The pattern, the flow, the pocket, and the delivery, all fire. Being grateful, like, it's still lyrical as hell too. That's the dope part. It's like there's still so much lyricism and it's compounded, but it's also just, it flows so well. Shout out to Flawd. This is great.
It feel like there's an agenda against Christians. No God raised the potential to transition. Told lies, hypnotizing both sides. Closed eyes, stare at that pendulum, hand swinging.
Yeah, if you feel like there's an agenda against Christians, just remember who the Father is, man. Just remember who your Father is. If you feel like there is an agenda against you, just remember that ultimately you're here to serve the Father, and remember that the Father, Son, he's killing this. This is incredible. I hope that I would love to see Flawd continue to do music like this. This is good, and this is very encouraging. This is an encouragement to my soul, an encouragement to my heart. As someone that does Christian commentary, as somebody that does music reactions from the lens of scripture, as somebody that tries to tie in his faith to whatever music I'm reacting to, as someone that loves hip hop and loves Jesus, I love this.
Remember when I was young and I was an atheist, putting negative onto anything in my radius. Then he showed me his radiance at the time when I needed it. I was in a cell like advertising and media.
Yeah, killing that killing the syllable switches right there, bro. Killing that. The innies and the outies right here, ill.
Then he showed me his radiance at the time when I needed it. I was in a cell like advertising and media. Was Miss Rebel, was fraternizing with deviants. I was living hell, I'm satisfied and obedient. Lord knows, you giving the evil your soul. You ain't getting back in the kingdom, not even foreclosed, fork road. The narrow path is the hardest while barreling like an arrow mid-air attacking the target. We will be cleansed, he's repeatedly sent signs. Need to repent, we've been seeing the end times. And I get down on my knees and thank God for giving me the day. Promise it won't be a waste, no. Ain't God sick of being fake? God is giving me a way. Consequence of being grateful.
Is there no music video for this, bro? Flawd. Make a video for this, bro. Make a video for this. What are you doing? Crazy great, like, content creator to the 100th, bro. Like, he's so good at creating content. Make a music video for this. What are you doing, bro?
Her bed, it was deep in my soul. Now it's hard to feel sad when I'm reaching my goals. And I'll let you finish, wait. I'ma make them hear me say I'm there at the VMA show.
This goes hard, boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, just as somebody that continuously reacts to hip hop and continuously reacts to music, because of my love for hip hop, my love for music, it's medicine, bro. But this is so encouraging and beneficial to my heart, because I didn't even know he was like, I didn't even know Flawd was a Christian. You know what I mean? So when stuff like this, when I come across things like this, man, it's just so encouraging to my heart. I want you to know that, Flawd, if you're watching this, bro, that this is just a super encouragement to my heart. And it's like, it's almost like you just find out in a world full of, and you know this, in a world full of in our pocket on YouTube specifically, he's bigger than I am, so he reacts to a lot more music than me. But in my pocket specifically, and he reacts to this pocket as well, he knows what it can be like to try to preach Jesus and somehow try to tie it into the music that's being portrayed, right? So this is such an encouragement to my heart. It's almost like I feel like my dog is like, he's on my team. He's on my team. And if you're rocking with Jesus, we on the same team, bro. It's that simple. So shout out to Flawd. I love this record, man. I had no idea. I wish I would have got to it way sooner. Way sooner. That's what I get for sleeping, you know? I mean, not purposefully sleeping. I didn't mean to sleep on it. I just kind of forgot that I was going to do it. And genuinely just one of the most unexpected joint. Like, I wasn't expecting something like, because with reaction ears, with reactor eyes, what we do is we try to give all the credibility that we can, which opens the lens up and opens your ears up to listening to what's great about something. But a lot of times you don't find relatability enough to play the song like over and over again. This is one of those records that I will play a lot of. I try to tell you guys when there's records like that. Like, this is beyond just respecting the craftsmanship. This is beyond just respecting the art. This is a relatability thread that will cause me to replay this over and over again. And that's what I tell you guys all the time about the relatability thread that creates replay value. It's all over this record for me. So shout out to Flawd. I love this. I love the message of it. And salute, brother. Team member. And Jesus is king. It like that. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all for watching. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button. It just helps me grow. And thank you for helping me accomplish my dreams. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to Flawd. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.